What's going on, everybody? I am back in Mississippi. I got Lucy here with me, and so I wanted to show you something. I actually recently just learned of basically a diagnostic and coding programmer that I didn't know about, and so I'm gonna show it to you real quick. So it's called the, oh wow, it's shiny there. Yeah, it's called the Foxwell. This one is the NT530, and it has BMW, Mini, and Rolls-Royce software loaded onto it. So basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you what I can do with this thing. This thing does quite a good bit of stuff. Now, some of you will know of Carly, and Carly's it's good, you know, it reads codes, it writes codes, long coding, all that stuff. But there's stuff that this can do that the Carly can't do, and I'm gonna kind of give you a little rundown of some of the stuff that it's gonna do. Now, I went ahead and put a battery charger, basically a trickle charger on my battery, so that because I'm gonna be messing with it for a while, and I don't want my battery to die, especially not in the middle of it. So it's always important to go ahead and put a battery charger on there, because like I said, you don't want your battery to die in the middle of you working on it, because then you may brick your computer, and that's not anything you want to do. So first thing, I just got that there, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this set up, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do. So as you can see, you got this screen right here. Everything is controlled with down here. Sorry, gotta move some stuff for Lucy.
Just some of them. Oh, that's him on me, on top of me.
Okay, so this is what you got right here. Just trying to give you the best possible view of it. What we're gonna do is you got to use these down here. So I'll select BMW, and it takes a second to load it. And we'll say BMW again. And we're gonna do a smart VIN. This doesn't always work, but it works for me every time. So once you get right here, you have diagnosis, yeah, service, and special features. So let's take a look at diagnosis real quick. Pretty sure this is just going to be a quick scan. So let's do a quick scan real quick. It's going ahead and scanning it. It's going to scan every system in the car, see what we got. And yeah, one fault on stability control. Transfer box, yep, I knew that one was coming. You can actually hear it inside here going, like, there's this clicking that it's actually doing. Driver's side footwell module has an error. So what it's going to do is it's actually going to go through and erase all the different codes in each one of the different modules. It's going to clear them, then read it again, see if anything popped back up. And it's crazy. So this one still has one fault. So I wonder if we can get more. We should be able to get more info on that. Yeah, still has the one fault, but there's no more faults all the way through. All right, so we'll go back. We've done our quick scan. Let's go to service. Let's see, I'm just showing you everything that this thing can do. Maintenance, pre-delivery check, we're not worried about that. We're gonna look at powertrain. See, this is where I will be coming to this here soon, because I have to go in here and tell it I did a change on the fluid. I'm not gonna do that just yet because I haven't changed the fluid, but this is where I'm gonna go to do that. Now, a lot of people will do that with, what is that, ITSA, or is it ISTA? I'm not sure, I've never used it, but to use those things, you have to have a computer on Windows 7, and that's getting harder and harder to come by these days. So it seems smarter to go ahead and have this here, you know, it's all built into one, you know. So, and this is all your tire pressure, cruise control, traction control system, steering angle sensor. I mean, you can get into like some serious stuff with this thing. I mean, look at this. It's got, you can check all these. This is all just checking everything. You know, you can actually go through and diagnose each and every little thing. And then the thing I really want to look at is special functions. Yeah, you can reset the oil in here. You can do it through there, but it sometimes doesn't work that way. So I'm gonna go in here and make sure it's reset, because I literally just replaced the oil before I left to go to Minnesota. So let's do that, and then let's see here. You can let it know in the current date. So let's see. All right, it's the current date is, oh dang it, it's 0, I'm gonna put 2 because it was last month, and it was also 2 weeks into it, so I'm gonna put like I think it was the 2nd actually. So I'm gonna go 0, 2, and I think 2, 0, 2, 1. I think that's what they wanted. I hope that's what they wanted. Yeah, it was down to 25%, even though I had actually reset the light on up here. But like I said, sometimes it doesn't work up there. But this, it always works. So engine oil now. I have not done the brakes, but they were done not too long ago. So you got 82% on the front brakes, 89% on the rear brakes. Brake fluid. I've never done that, but I will. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. And it had a vehicle check not long ago, but you know, it's been a little bit. But I'm gonna go ahead, because I didn't have this program at the time, I'm gonna go ahead and reset that as well. So look at this. Once you put in the date, you get in here, what you have is all these different things you can reset that are in the system itself. So you know, you have the vehicle check. These are things that BMW requires over time. So in order to get to each one of those things, you just, you know, make sure there's nothing else there. So you just scroll over. So 1 is obviously 1, and so forth. So you know, you just go through, and once, let's go to vehicle check, because there was one done recently. So you go to 5 and you just hit that, and then now it's going to take care of that. It's going to perform the reset, and now the computer knows, hey look, there's been a service done, and then it'll do some other stuff. All right, so as you can see, the brakes were done not that long ago. They're still at 82%. The rear, you know, 82 and 89%, you know. Let's see here. I want to look at 7. I'm not sure what, because I think I got to change that to, no, I don't need that. Oh, well, 2, yeah. We're going to deactivate the inspection and all that stuff like that, because we're not worried about that. This is a race car. We'll take care of all of that. Okay, so we have everything. The exhaust gas test is deactivated. The vehicle inspection is deactivated. So we're done in here, really. So we can actually leave. Yes, it is finished. We'll leave out of there. We'll back up right here. So you can bleed the brakes with this thing. You can register your battery. You can register injectors. You can do your steering angle sensors. You can see which one is having issues. You can calibrate your throttle. Let's see. I think the keys. Yeah, this allows you to code new keys when you get them, so you don't have to take them to the dealership to code them. The injectors right here. I'm not messing with the injectors. I have index 12s, so I'm happy with where I'm at. There's not too much coding that you can do. This is more of a diagnostics. If you're looking to do coding, such as coding your keys to roll up and down with holding the lock and unlock button, Carly is going to be more along the lines of what you need for that. This really is more of a diagnostics, unless you find what's really going on. Like, let's say you have a speed sensor going out. You can actually go and find that speed sensor, and it, you know, find exactly which one is going out. It's going to let you know the exact one that's going out and what's actually going on with it. Really, let's see here. Battery. Yeah, I mean, you can register, you know, a new battery. So let's go in here and check that out real quick. Why not? You know, we're here. Okay, so we're gonna do it because I did replace the battery not too long ago. So we are gonna go over here to 2, and we're gonna go with that. Okay, so we're gonna stick with the same capacity. Okay, so we're gonna hit that right there. No, it is not an original BMW part. This is just to extend the life of your battery. Okay, let's see here. It's not showing anything. This is the first time anybody's registered a battery, so. And then we're done with that. And I mean, that's really, I mean, you can actually do the brakes. You go into here. It has a brake bleeding procedure. Yeah, it's pretty dang cool. There's a lot you can do with this. I'm not sure what you can do with the seats. Oh, you can actually go in and turn off the passenger seat, you know, acknowledging the passenger seat, which I'm tempted to do that because Lucy sits in the seat a lot, but I'm gonna leave that the way it is. And really, that's about it. I mean, like you said, in service, there's a lot to do in service. Special features, special functions, you know, there was a lot to do there too. But service is really where you're going to spend a lot of your time. And yeah, now really, I mean, that's everything that this thing can do. But that's really nice. So mainly, I got this because my transfer case has been getting a deteriorated oil warning light, which all BMWs that have transfer cases after 50,000 miles, you're supposed to replace, or well, drain and fill the transfer case, and then you go in here, well, here or equivalent, and you let it know, hey, I've now done the change of fluid on my transfer case, and it says, okay, thank you, and yeah, then you're good. But without that, you're going to constantly get that trifecta of errors that I've showed you many times. And honestly, you know, for the longest time I thought, okay, well, it's this part that's bad, well, it's this part that's bad, but in the whole time it was just, you know, I needed the proper. And I actually read it with my X delete, which, you know, it's linked up to the transmission or the transfer case control module, so that's why it got all that information. So luckily I found out that I don't have to spend $750 to fix it. It's just yeah, $30 quart of fluid, and I got to get this car up and level. And then yeah, we're going to go into all of that in the next video. The next video is going to be all about that, fixing my all-wheel drive system. I just wanted to show you guys this amazing tool, and it's fantastic. Now if you already have ITS or ISTA, whatever the hell it is, you know, with your computer, that's great. But the problem with that is it's not, you have to have power to that laptop a lot of times, whereas this draws power from the computer, from the vehicle itself. So I mean, it's like, it's a no-brainer for me. This is way more portable than walking around with a laptop, especially one that has Windows 7. Those things are like, what, like 2 inches thick these days? So yeah, especially if, you know, you're also like an Apple person that doesn't like Android, because Carly only works on Android, I believe. So yeah, if that's the case, then you're gonna want to go this route as well. So I hope you liked it. You probably didn't make it to the end of this video to hear me say any of that, but if you did, congratulations, and I'm proud of you. See you next time.